If you've ever shot S-Log on the Sony FX30 and thought, why does this look wrong? Or, did I just bake a LUT into my footage? Or, which log mode am I actually supposed to use? You are not alone. In this video, I'm going to completely break down how S-Log works on the FX30 using Sony's own documentation. Not my opinion, what Sony actually says their camera does. We're going to cover 3 different ways that Sony lets you shoot log, what flexible ISO actually does, how Cine EI Quick is different from Cine EI, what base ISO really means on this camera, what exposure index actually affects, and the biggest myth of all, why the embedded LUT file does not get baked into your footage and where that myth came from. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which log mode to use, when to use it, and why Sony designed it this way, all with zero guesswork. And best of all, I'm going to not just talk about this like some people do, I'm going to demonstrate it on the Sony FX30 in this video so you can see everything with your very own eyes in real time for yourself. And as always, subscribe, leave a comment down below. This video will be kind of lengthy, so chapter markers down below, you can come back to the parts you want. Let's get into this right now. Sony officially gives us 3 different ways to shoot log on the FX30. They are flexible ISO, Cine EI Quick, and Cine EI. These are not looks. They are 3 completely different exposure and monitoring workflows. Let's go through them one by one. First, flexible ISO. This is the most familiar log mode for most people, especially if you're coming from mirrorless cameras. What's happening here is simple. The camera records S-Log, ISO behaves normally. When you change ISO, you're actually changing sensor gain. That makes flexible ISO fast and intuitive. The upside, it's great for run and gun, it's great for events, documentary work, fast lighting changes. The downside, it's very easy to chase exposure with ISO. Noise and dynamic range can vary from shot to shot. You're not using Sony's cinema exposure philosophy. Now, flexible ISO is not wrong, it's just not Cine EI. All of this stuff is personal preference based on your own workflow and what you're shooting in the moment. Some profiles are better for outdoors, others are better for indoors. You have to test with all of this stuff and find out what really works best for you. All right, so for log shooting, the settings are, you come over here, come down to log shooting setting in the main menu. First one we're looking at is flexible ISO. So with flexible ISO, you select the S gamut 3 Cine S-Log 3 profile, embed LUT on, come back over here, come up here to the top. On this one, you're changing the ISO. You have complete control to go with a lower or higher ISO, anywhere from 200. You can take it all the way up to, God, like 32,000, which is insane. But it's a lot more flexible with S-Log using this setting. So this is like your basic S-Log that you'd be used to if you came from like a Sony a6600, like a mirrorless camera. This is what you'd be looking at. It's regular S-Log. And then you have total flexibility of the ISO. When I'm changing the ISO like this is actually changing the sensitivity in the sensor. Next is Cine EI Quick. Now, this is where a lot of confusion starts, and it's actually Sony's bridge between mirrorless and cinema workflows. Here's the key difference. When you enter Cine EI Quick, the camera locks recording ISO to base ISO. You're not changing the sensor gain. Instead, you adjust exposure index, EI, which only affects monitoring and exposure guidance. Sony also adds a shortcut here called the base ISO switch EI. This tells the camera when to switch between the two base ISOs automatically. Cine EI gives you base ISO capture, exposure index based monitoring, and less menu diving than full Cine EI. This one is my recommendation for people who are starting, who want the Cine EI benefits without the complexity. All right, so in Cine EI, quick. If we come down here in the main menu, come over to log shooting setting, and we choose Cine EI quick. All of our other settings will stay the same for this. Now what we have is, if we come to the main menu and we come back up to ISO, this is like the switch that Sony uses. So you have the ability to change the exposure index. But the base ISO, if you see right here on the screen, the base ISO is 800. So when you flip through these and you're changing this exposure index, you're only changing the monitoring that you're seeing in your monitor. But the base ISO is locked at 800. And then once you come up to 800 and the exposure index, and you move to 1000, now it flips the base ISO to 2500, so that's your brighter conditions. It's kind of like a simplified version of the regular Cine EI, which I'm going to go over in just a minute. It basically doesn't give you the ability to switch independently between the 800 and the 2500 that you have in the regular Cine EI profile. So this one's more of a quick version, and this is good for if you're just starting out. You can try this way, use that one, see how it works for you. Now let's talk about full Cine EI. This is Sony's true cinema workflow, borrowed directly from their FX6 and FX9 philosophy. In Cine EI, you do three things. Choose a base ISO, choose an exposure index value, and monitor through a display LUT. First, base ISO. On the FX30, Sony gives us two base ISOs, ISO 800 and ISO 2500. These are the cleanest, most dynamic, range-optimized sensitivity points. Second is EI, the exposure index. EI does not change what's recorded. EI changes how bright the image appears when monitoring. Sony allows EI adjustments within approximately plus or minus 2 stops. This lets you intentionally overexpose or underexpose log while always recording at base ISO. And third, the display LUT. This applies a LUT only to your monitoring signal. The recorded file remains pure S-log. Now, let's address the biggest myth, which is that if you enable Embed LUT File, Sony bakes Rec 709 or any other LUT that you're using into your footage. This is not true. Not true. Here's what Sony is actually doing. The camera records S-log gamma, S-gamut 3 Cine color at base ISO. Separately, Sony stores metadata that says this is the LUT the operator was viewing. The LUT is attached to the file as metadata, not applied to the pixels. Think of it like a sticky note, not a paint roller. When you bring a clip into Catalyst Browse or Catalyst Prepare or Premiere Pro, whatever software you use to edit, Sony can automatically show you the same look you saw on set. Nothing is baked, nothing is burned in, nothing alters the recorded image. If Sony baked the LUTs into log footage, Cine EI would not exist. All right, so now as promised, I'm going to demonstrate how the Embed LUT file does not get burned into your log footage. So first, we got the FX30 right here. I'm transmitting it to Stream Deck or OBS Studio. So that way you can see it here. You can also see it in this camera, and we can see everything that's going on here. So if we go to the menu, first we'll do the quick setup. You come down here, Cine EI, log shooting is on, and it's on Cine EI. Then we come down here, we're on the S-Gamut 3 Cine S-Log, Embedded LUT File on, right? So we put that on. Then we come back over here. And what I've got is a series of different LUTs that I'm using. This one is Apocalyptic Orange, so you can really see this LUT compared to S-Log. So if I was to use this LUT, right, now I'm monitoring with the LUT on, Embed LUT File on, hit record. You can see the screen's recording. You can see all of this recording. Red stripe around the outside. Now we stop. We come over here, play this. You can see the screen's recording. You can see all absolute plain log footage, untouched. And what happens is, so if we come back over to menu, there's a difference between baked in and embed. When Sony says embed, what you're getting is an attached file, metadata, to the S-Log footage, but in a completely separate pipeline. So you have, when you use a LUT and you have Embed LUT File on, you're getting a piece of metadata that's in the background that's attached that says this is the LUT that the user was using. It does not affect the S-Log footage. The S-Log footage is not touched. Baked in is a different definition. Baked in means that the footage is actually recorded with that color and you cannot get it out of there. That's the difference. People confuse embed with baked in. Now what happens is, if you do want baked in, we can do that. Come over here, and what you would do is you would come down to your log shooting setting in the main menu, come over here, turn log shooting off, right? So now log shooting is off. Come back over here, come down to the exposure tab, come down to number 5, color and tone, come down to picture profile. Now, with this LUT, if I choose this picture profile and I choose this LUT, now I can do that, come over here, I hit record, I'm recording, it's orange, you can see my hand, you can see the screen, hit stop, boom. Now your color is baked in. I hit record, recording, it's orange, you can see. Now your color is baked in, that's baked in. You have to do that through a picture profile, not through the log recording setting in the FX30. So again, if I was to come back over here, come up to this top screen, come down here, turn log shooting on, Cine EI profile, got your Embed LUT File on, come back out here, now I'm displaying with the LUT, Embed File on, hit record, come over here, log footage untouched. Boom. And take it a step further. Turn this off, take this card out, plug it into the computer, open up the file. This is my card, private, M4, clip. Here's the first one I did. You can see the screen's recording. You can see all of this recording. Red stripe around the outside. Now, plain log footage with no hint of color in it, no hint of orange. Now the one that I did on the picture profile where the color is baked in, that's this one. I hit record. Orange. I'm recording, it's orange. You can see my hand, you can see the screen. So that's the difference. That's where all the confusion comes from. Embed LUT File does not mean the color is baked in. You have to do that through the picture profile settings. Then you can bake the LUT into your color if you like that. That's for advanced editors, people who really know what they're shooting, because once you do that, you're not gonna get that color out of there very easily. So that's the myth unveiled. 3 pipelines, 1 recorded image. Once you understand that separation, Cine EI becomes simple and powerful. Hey everybody, leave a comment, subscribe if you find value in this content, and check out the links in the description below. In videos coming up, I'm going to be covering exposure and white balance that help you with image quality, and tools like zebras that will help you with exposure. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.